When respect seems absent in your interactions with a woman, whether romantic or platonic, the instinct often drives you towards strategies of convincing, proving, or demonstrating your worth through increasingly elaborate gestures. You might find yourself explaining your value, listing your accomplishments, or attempting to show her why she should see you differently. This approach, however well intentioned, typically produces the opposite effect because it fundamentally misunderstands how respect operates within female psychology and human relationships more broadly. The transformative shift that changes everything is not a manipulation tactic or a clever verbal technique. It is the profound internal recalibration of walking away from disrespect with quiet dignity. This means genuinely detaching your sense of worth from her validation and demonstrating through action, not words, that you understand your own value exists independently of her recognition of it. Female psychology responds powerfully to congruence, the alignment between what someone says and what they do. When you tolerate disrespectful behavior while claiming to deserve better, you create cognitive dissonance. Your words say one thing, your tolerance says another. Women are extraordinarily perceptive to this inconsistency, often subconsciously, and it erodes attraction and respect simultaneously. The moment you stop negotiating for basic respect and simply withdraw from situations where it is absent, you demonstrate self-knowledge that speaks louder than any argument ever could. This is not about playing games or employing reverse psychology. It is about genuinely valuing yourself enough that disrespect becomes intolerable, not as a strategy to win her approval, but because you recognize that your time and energy are finite resources deserving of protection. Women are deeply attuned to authenticity versus performance. They can sense when someone is following a script versus operating from genuine self-respect. The difference between these two approaches determines whether your actions inspire reconsideration or confirm her initial assessment. From a psychological perspective, respect is not given because someone deserves it in the abstract. Respect emerges from observing how someone treats themselves. When you accept disrespectful treatment, you are teaching the other person that this behavior is acceptable, that you will remain available regardless of how you are treated. This creates a psychological dynamic where your presence becomes expected rather than valued, taken for granted rather than appreciated. The paradox is that the moment you become willing to lose the connection entirely, you create the conditions where genuine respect might emerge. This is not manipulation because the willingness must be authentic. You cannot fake indifference or pretend you are prepared to walk away while secretly hoping she will chase you. Women possess extraordinary emotional intelligence and can detect inauthenticity with remarkable accuracy. The shift must be internal first, a genuine recognition that a relationship without respect is worse than no relationship at all. Female psychology responds to demonstrated standards rather than declared standards. You can tell someone you expect respect endlessly, but if your behavior shows you will accept less, your words become meaningless. Actions create the framework through which someone understands who you are. When you consistently choose yourself, set boundaries without anger or resentment, and calmly remove yourself from situations that diminish you, you communicate volumes about your character and self-understanding. This approach also addresses a fundamental aspect of attraction and respect in female psychology, the understanding that high-value individuals have options and exercise choice. Someone who tolerates poor treatment signals, whether accurately or not, that they have no alternatives, that they must accept whatever treatment they receive because nothing better is available. This perception, even if entirely false, influences how you are valued. By demonstrating that you are perfectly comfortable walking away, you communicate that you have standards and the confidence to enforce them. The emotional regulation required for this shift is substantial. It means responding to disrespect not with anger, hurt, or attempts to explain why you deserve better, but with calm boundary enforcement. It means recognizing that you cannot control how someone chooses to treat you, but you absolutely control whether you remain present for that treatment. This emotional maturity itself is attractive and respect-inspiring because it demonstrates self-mastery and clarity about your own worth. Many people mistake this for coldness or emotional unavailability, but the distinction is crucial. Coldness is a defensive strategy, a wall built from hurt. What we are discussing is warmth combined with standards, openness combined with boundaries. You can be kind, generous, and emotionally available while simultaneously being unwilling to tolerate disrespect. These qualities are not contradictory. In fact, healthy relationships require exactly this combination. Female psychology particularly responds to men who understand that their attention and presence are gifts to be given freely, but not squandered on those who do not value them. This is not about withholding or being calculating. It is about natural self-selection, gravitating toward those who reciprocate your energy and naturally stepping back from those who do not. This organic response to how you are treated creates healthy relationship dynamics built on mutual appreciation rather than one-sided pursuit. The fear that prevents most people from implementing this shift is the worry that walking away means losing the relationship permanently. This fear causes people to cling to connections that diminish them, hoping that patience and persistence will eventually be rewarded. But this fundamentally misunderstands relationship dynamics. A relationship built on your tolerance of disrespect is not worth preserving. Either your departure creates the space for her to reconsider how she has been treating you, in which case the relationship might be salvageable, or it does not, in which case you have freed yourself from something that was never serving you. The power of this approach lies in its authenticity and sustainability. You are not performing a role or following a technique. You are genuinely choosing to invest your energy where it is reciprocated and respected. This creates a life of higher quality relationships across all domains, not just romantic ones. You begin attracting people who naturally align with your standards rather than constantly trying to convince people to treat you better. From a neurological perspective, when you stop chasing validation from someone who withholds it, you break the intermittent reinforcement cycle that can create unhealthy attachment patterns. Your brain stops associating this person with reward, and you regain emotional equilibrium. This clarity allows you to see the situation more objectively and make decisions based on reality rather than hope or potential. The ultimate transformation is not in changing her perception of you, though that may occur as a secondary effect. The ultimate transformation is in how you perceive yourself and what you are willing to accept in your life. When you truly internalize that your worth is not dependent on any single person's recognition of it, you become magnetic to those who are capable of genuine connection and naturally repellent to those who are not. This self-selection process creates a life of greater fulfillment and authentic relationships. If you found value in understanding these dynamics of respect, self-worth, and relationship psychology, subscribe to the channel for more insights into human behavior, attraction, and building relationships that honor your authentic self. Your journey toward healthier connections starts with understanding these fundamental principles.